Hi guys, welcome. I teach German on Preply, over 1000 lessons, over 200 students. But here's what most people don't know. I'm still a student. Right now, this week, I have lessons scheduled in English and French 4 times a week. And if you want to actually learn a language, you need to think like me. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lukas. 7 years ago, I moved from Italy to Germany. I spoke 0 German, 0 French, and 0.5 English maybe. And I went to a German school, got to B2 level, and then continued for 6 months of C1. I failed the first exam. Yes, actually I failed it, but I passed the second one. Over these 7 years, I've taught German to 200 or more students and done over 1000 lessons on Preply. But I'm not just a language tutor, I'm still learning every single week. 400 lessons in English, 360 lessons in French over 2 years. Everything you are about to hear come from living this. This is not theory, this is my life. Most people think German is hard because of the grammar. I think they are wrong. I've taught students who ace every grammar test, but then freeze when they actually need to speak. And here's why. They study like students, not like speakers. Your brain doesn't learn language from textbooks, it learns language from life. Most people make one massive mistake. They treat language learning like a university subject. And 1 hour a day in isolation, but I learned German completely differently. After a month, I changed my phone to German. It was terrible at the beginning. I watched German films and German news, German podcasts, and so I'm living in Germany, and my entire environment became my classroom. The students who break through with me do the exact same thing. They stop asking, how do I study German? And start asking, how do I live in German? And that's the shift. Your brain is a prediction machine. Every morning you wake up and check Instagram in English, and your brain says English day. But if your phone is in German, your apps are German, your YouTube is German, your brain says German day. I recommend you start small. It's one habit. Change your phone language. That's it. And then add one more. Watch real shows with LingoPie. You are not watching fake grammar dialogues. It's real content, real grammar actor, real conversation. And that's where your brain actually learns. Within 2 months, your hair changes. You start recognizing patterns. Your brain stops translating and start understanding. Grammar, I know it's boring, vocabulary lists are boring, but why you want to speak? That's never boring. One of my students, Julia, wanted to speak German to talk to her boyfriend's family. Another student, Marco, wanted to understand German social commentary, and we didn't do generic textbook lessons. We made the grammar fit their life and build vocabulary around what they actually care about. And we did this on Preply. That's where I teach and where I personally study 4 times a week, and I do 2 lessons in English and 2 lessons in French, because speaking to a real person, that's where the magic happens. You can't fake it, you can't pose, you just talk, and your brain learns faster in 2 hours of real speaking than in 2 weeks of apps. Input is how you learn. Output is how you become fluent. Most people do 90% input and 10% output, and they consume content, they watch, they read, they listen, but they never speak, and that's why they plateau. I do Preply 4 times a week because speaking changes everything, and when I speak English 4 hours a week, I don't get scared of using new words, and when I speak French with a native speaker, I literally stop translating. My students who book Preply lessons go from understanding German to actually producing German. And that's the shift from student to speaker. This isn't theory. This is the exact path my students take. Month 1. Change your phone to German. Change your YouTube to German. Pick a show on LingoPie and watch 20 minutes every day. Start on a Preply lesson per week and add Deutsche Welle news for 10 minutes a day. By the end of month 1, you understand basic patterns and recognize words in context. Month 2, increase Preply to 2 lessons per week. Start writing 3 sentences daily and add 1 German podcast at easy level for 15 minutes. Watch 1 German film with subtitle on LingoPie, and your speaking goes from words to phrases. Month 3. Do 3 Preply lessons per week. Find a language exchange partner and talk for 30 minutes in German only. Have a real conversation, order coffee, talk to a stranger. By the end of month 3, you are not fluent, but you are speaking. Real words, real conversations, not perfect, but real. And this is exactly what my 200 and more students have done. This is exactly what I'm still doing 4 times a week on Preply. The path is simple. Change your environment. Watch real content. Book a lesson and speak. You don't need an app. You don't need perfection. You need environment, content, and conversation. Do these 3 things this week. Change your phone to German. Watch 1 episode on LingoPie or on YouTube and book 1 Preply lesson. In 3 months, you'll be speaking. I guaranteed it. I've seen it work 200 times. All the links are in the description below. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Bye.